Hi, and a very warm welcome to Bodywork Studio here in Shanghai. This is the location for today's video from FitTime. My name is Richard Brown. I'm the co-owner of the studio here. What we're going to do is we're going to go through a series of things today which tend to address common problems that I find personally that people that work out in the gym tend to have quite a lot. So what we're talking about here is issues with the hips and issues with the neck and the shoulders, usually in terms of mobility, because most of you guys are already working on the strength aspect. So what we're going to do is some exercises to help free up the hips, help free up the shoulders, and then we'll do some stuff to help stabilize those areas. Okay, so to start with is our old friend, the foam roller. So I'm sure most of you guys are familiar with this now. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this to release the long muscles that cross over the hip joint. So we're going to use it for the butt, we're going to use it on the side, and we're going to use it on the front. Okay, so let's start with the butt. We're going to sit on the roller, and what you're going to do is you're going to tilt your body 30 degrees. So my right side is actually off the roller, and then maybe you might have practiced doing it like this before, but what I want you to do is to actually fix that bottom leg here, and then you're going to bend and straighten the leg. Now what this does is bending and straightening the leg actually helps to engage the muscles on the roller more, okay, instead of just rolling over the top. So we do this for maybe 1 minute or 2 minutes, then we go to the second part. Second part's a little bit more awkward because we're going to use the front of the hip. So you're going to find your bony bit here on the front, then you're going to take your hand, place it down here, and then round about where your middle and ring finger is. That's where you want to roll. So I'm going to put my roller there first, then I'm going to lie down on it, and now look what I do with my top leg. I bring it over the top here. So now I'm going to bend and straighten again the leg that I'm rolling on, and then I can do that a few times. And then I can add a swing across. Okay, so when you add that, you're going to feel it a little bit into the bone. That's okay. And that's going to help to break up some of the tight scar tissue that might have built up over time in those muscles. So that's number 2. Number 3, some of you might be familiar with rolling down the outside of the leg. Don't do that, it's not really going to do that much. So we're going to change it. Instead of being on the outside, we're going to go slightly to the inside. So we're going to go at an angle here. So it's very similar to the one that you just did. So my foot's here for support, but I'm rolling further down the leg, more towards the center of the leg. Okay, and you can work that all the way towards the knee. Now for you guys that have knee pain at all, this is brilliant. Okay, if you have knee pain squatting or kneeling, doing the foam roller and working this area from here up to here, it's fantastic for knee problems. So is the next one. So we're going to hit the front. So that's our 4th one. Going to lie down, and then you're just going to roll on top here. You can fix the leg and bend and straighten. Or if you want to get more out of it, I can put the weight of my top leg on, and then I can really start to get in. And if you find a bit that really kind of, ooh, yeah, that hurts, you can hang out there, you can wait, or you can just carry on rolling. The important part is remember to breathe. Don't go, hold on, and then hold your breath. You got to keep breathing when you're doing the rolling, okay? So that's about maybe 4 to 5 minutes worth, and that's going to help to free up the muscles that cross over your hip joint. Okay, so we've done a little bit on the hips, so now we're going to work on the shoulders, and I got Ting here to help demonstrate that. So the first thing I want to do is to show you where to put the ball. Now, some of you might be familiar with working with a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball, but I find this to be very good. Just a small ball. This is about 4 centimeters in size. It's a bouncy ball, and so it doesn't put too much pressure on. And by having a smaller ball, you're able to target a lot more muscles and get more specific in helping to free up the shoulder. So we're going to start on the shoulder blade here. Shoulder's like a triangle, and we're going to get anywhere in there that she feels tight, and especially along the bottom edge here. Then we're going to work this part here. This is the traps, you know. So many people get stuck in the traps and can't move the arms. Third, we're going to go up the spine to get the area where the ribs come and join onto the vertebra here. Okay, so if you want good arm mobility, you must have good rib mobility. If your ribs aren't moving, your arms aren't moving, and the small ball is great for that. So let's ask Ting to lie down on her back. And we'll start with the shoulder blade. So it's going to go under there. And she can just make some slow, sweepy movements with a little bit of pressure in there. Okay, so mild discomfort is okay. We don't want pain when we're doing this, okay? See a lot of people doing it like they're going, oh, they can't breathe. Oh, you're not going to be able to release anything if you're not breathing. She's got her legs bent, helps to put more pressure into the ball. Then we go on to the second part, and she's just going to work a little bit more into the tip of the shoulder blade here. There's some muscles which join on, and she's kind of doing her royal wave here to help get the muscles of the shoulder joint as opposed to the shoulder blade. That's great. And you can do this for 1 minute, 2 minutes. It's, you know, however long you feel you need it. So let's go on to the traps now. She can lie on her back. We're gonna change the position of the ball again and go onto that big padded area here. And then for this, the arm has to come up, down above the head. And actually, Ting's very flexible in the shoulders, so she's making this look very easy. A lot of people, you're gonna find you get stuck when you get the arm up. Well, she doesn't need much more of that, so let's get onto her ribs. So we're gonna ask her to roll across here, and then we're gonna find the spiky bits here, the vertebrae, and then we're gonna go just to the side. She's gonna lie on that. And here she doesn't need to move. All she has to do is breathe. So I want her to breathe in and really breathe into the back of the ribs, trying to expand. Breathe out, contracting the stomach muscles, working everything into the back. And she's just going to look for areas that feel a bit stuck. When you do it yourself, you can kind of feel it. You can sense, oh yeah, I need a bit higher, a bit more to the right, a bit more to the left. We'll go up one more. So we'll just place the ball a little bit higher there. If you want to, you can accompany some arm movements. Big arm circles. You can work your breath with it. So as you lift your arm, you're breathing in. As it comes down, you're breathing out. And just get the feeling of the ribs opening up. You can think of like a balloon blowing up when the arms move or when the ribs open. You're just trying to create space for everything to move. Great, good job. Thank you.